to St. George this. The people them a shout. Real expression now I let your heart pour out. Ooh, oh, microphone to the heavens. The signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the ear. Speak your truth, grenade away your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9 the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9 the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Shaman chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, youths them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Not making the rhythm, cocoa in the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carriacou. Good morning, PT Martinique, too. And if you live inside the village of Snell Hall, good morning to you. My brother Bandy, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Donald. The joy is an honor again to rise up to give thanks and praise to the Most High. And Father, this morning, we remember what you have done for us, Lord, to wake us up again for yet another morning, so that we can able to just utter our praise and thanks to you for your goodness, for your faithfulness, for your love. God, we thank you for showing us that special love every morning, every day of our life. It's because of you we move and have our being. Thank you, Lord, for God being with us each and every day of our life, for protecting us. Thank you, God, oh God, for another morning that you have granted unto us. We give you thanks and praise for Real FM. Oh, continue to favor this radio station, God. Thank you for the breath of life that you are able to restore on him for the many years. Oh God, doing this radio program every morning. We are grateful, oh God, for what you have done and continue to do in his life. This morning, God, we lift our nation into your hands this morning. Oh God, we bring every person before you, God, this morning. Oh God, from the Prime Minister, the Governor General, oh God, every single sector of workers in this nation, Father. Oh God, we pray for every single person this morning. God, we give you praise this morning. Oh God, thank you, God, for another morning. Oh God, where we can able to just rise for you. Continue to provide for them, continue to bless them with good health and strength. This morning, God, we come against those who has been thieving, Father. Oh, causing distress to farmers. Oh, we come against that in the name of Jesus, God. We ask you to protect every farmer that as they plant, Lord, oh God, they produce, Lord, would be saved. So we give you thanks this morning. We think about the policemen in our nation, Father. Oh, continue to be with them. Give them wisdom, Lord, in this time as they carry out the duties, Father. We pray for the teachers this morning. We pray for the students, Lord. Those of us, God, who know better, Lord. Oh, help us to be as examples to them in this day and age, Father. So we carry our life into your hands this morning. and for yet another agricultural program, Father. We pray your anointing and your blessing over this program today, God. We pray for all the facilitators this morning, BJ, Mr. Antoine, all those who will be calling in, Father. We pray, God, that this program, God, will be a source of encouragement to each and every one of us, so that our food security, Lord, oh God, will be able to grow, and our nation will be blessed, God. Oh God, with beautiful fruits and food for our nation. So, Father, have your way this morning. Take full control this morning. Oh God, take away the stony hearts. Oh, and make it beat for you every day, God, that we're able to have love for one another. Oh God, I heard about the death again in our nation. Oh God, please help us, Lord, to love each other, to live as one, ever conscious of God. We aspire, build, and advance as one people, one family. God bless our nation. As one people, one family. God bless our nation. For this favors we ask you this morning.
Oh, we seem to have lost contact there with Bandy. Call dropped out. That's rather unfortunate, but I guess he was just getting ready to say, all this we ask in Jesus' name. Let me hear you say, amen and amen. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carriacou. Good morning, Petey Martinique, to the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Friends, how you doing this morning? Agriculture Thursday.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand on every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We're grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. Soil to soul, we strong like lava. On the air, our stories thrive. Agriculture keeps us alive. Real FM, where the roots go deep. Agriculture Thursday, we sow and reap. Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tune in on the spice side, where the airwaves free read. On the radio see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe.
vibe. Just the raw truth a flow like Mount Kwakwa tribe. Ooh. From Grand Anse to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now idle, let your heart pour out. Ooh.
As they say, it's raining cats and dogs, elephants too.
The signal strong.
But ever so present is my good lady Drumsticks. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I read from the Word of God, Psalm 95. Oh come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise unto the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hands are the deep places of the earth. The strength of his heels is his also. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry lands. Oh come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. This is the end of the scripture reading this morning.
And thank you, my dear. How are you doing today?
Not too bad now.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Although when I get up this morning, I didn't even know this rain fall. Or we get some nice shower. Because like all outside looking so cloudy.
Yeah, well, we just had a little shower ourselves here too.
Yeah.
All right, love. Take care. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Have a lovely day.
Okay, good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's Real 91. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Yeah, Real FM back as usual on a Thursday morning. We want to see those numbers rising this morning. Only 38 at this time. We need to see them into the hundreds. Good morning to you, Lorna Joseph. How you doing? Jefferson Hagley. What's up, my brother? Alban Harris. Good morning to you, Ruth Thomas. Deborah LeBoda. On board with us this morning. And ever present, Faithlyn Hallie Douglas. How you doing, Faithlyn? And how is your daughter? Do trust that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful DAY. Gotta have you. Yes, we do.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on
Let's keep the numbers moving.
Real FM.
I don't know. I'm trying to reach Dr. Entwine. I really don't know.
From the mountain to
Can't.
farmers working
Anybody know anything about Dr. Entwine?
every road.
Yeah.
Roots forever grow.
I'm gonna send him the link as per usual.
Make feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Real Grenada. Heart of the land. Real farmer flavor. Tune in. Feel the nation rise.
So anybody seeing Dr. Entwine,
Proud and
all you gotta say to him, the link was sent to you.
nine. Them style. It's
Yeah, if you see him this morning, say, hey, the link was sent to you.
five.
Kathleen Ledlow, what's up, girl?
Field. Real stories now revealed. Voices strong with
Thundering in the morning time. Warwood, good morning to you down there inside the South.
real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow.
Small axe.
Roots grow real.
Claude Abraham. You're kind of late this morning, Claude. What's up with you?
Real farmer flavor. Tune in. Feel the nation rise.
Feel the vibes. I feel the nation rising.
This is
And we can only do so through
Thursday only on
91.9. John Mark, good morning to you.
Real FM. From the soil to your soul. We're growing real. From the mountain to the sea.
I'm trying to put things together for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to put things together for tomorrow. God's will. Yeah. I hope that I'm able to please you tomorrow.
The ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Real Grenada. Heart of the land. Real farmer flavor. Tune in. Feel the nation rise. It's Thursday. We're proud and wise. 91.9 Real FM.
Come on, hulk up those numbers.
It's agriculture.
It's a Thursday. Angel, you just checked in, girl.
In the garden.
Morning to you.
Real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. Roots grow real, grow Grenada. Agree proud and wise on 91.9 Real FM style.
Moving on to 15 minutes now after the 7 o'clock hour. 20 minutes after 7, we link with the folks at the Morris Bishop International Airport for the latest on the weather. Well, I can tell you my weather situation here, it's raining. That's all I can tell you, it's raining, yeah. Thunderous clap of Real FM Radio.
Where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life keeps bumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
Flow customers, you've been with us. You've stayed connected. And now, loyalty pays back. At Flow, we're rewarding our customers with $400 in vouchers. That's like 7 months off your mobile bill. Back in your pocket. Back to you. Simply add mobile to your current home internet plan and claim your $400 reward today. Loyalty pays back. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free read. A knife for my nine. On the radio see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabric.
mama shares her wisdom, use them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Nutmeg inna the rhythm, cocoa inna the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face. Reel up the truth selector, let the people speak. 91.9, no weak heart, no meek. From Carriacou shores to the Crater Lake deep. Real expression loud and the nation loves. Here is our temple. The DJ is the priest. Every song a sermon, every word released. No censorship, no chains, just the soul laid bare. Grenada's heartbeat pulsing through the FM here. When the storm take the island, the signal still repair. Real FM 91.9, the sound of prayer. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada voice rise.
It's that time again in the morning. Well, it's raining in the north. I believe it's raining in the south. But you know what? To tell us about the rain and any other thing, if we're going to get some sunshine today, let's say good morning to Jonathan Price. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Thursday, the 6th of November, 2025, as recorded at the Morris Bishop International Airport. It is currently cloudy with showers in the vicinity. Winds are coming from the east at 7 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014.2 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature is 25.4 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 92%. Yesterday's maximum was 32.4 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 25.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 0.2 millimeters of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month so far to 3.9 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with brief light to moderate showers. Today's max will be 31 degrees Celsius with winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate at waves 5 to 7 feet in easterly swells, hence a small craft advisory is in effect. Low tide will be at 9:30 a.m. and high tide at 3 p.m. Sunset will be at 5:39 and sunrise at 6:01. Just to repeat the public forecast for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with brief light to moderate showers. From the forecast at Morris Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jonathan. Have a wonderful day yourself, my brother. And do take care of all at the Morris Bishop International Airport.
Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9.
That's something that vibes you with a little while.
From the soil to your soul, we growing real.
Yeah, that's something I really had to.
To the sea,
A little bit. Well, not a little bit. No, let me not say a little bit. I'm rather upset. Rather upset. That's one of those things that get me kind of upset. I try not to get vexed, you know. I really, really try not to get vexed. Yeah. And today is not a day for me to get vexed. Today is not a day for me to get vexed. I don't know why. It's just that I don't believe that today is a day for me to get vexed. I believe that I should, just try to take it easy, try to play it cool, try to understand, that life is really and truly not about getting vexed with anybody. Life should be a thing where you just, you're just cool and you're just easy and everything. You're trying to take things one day at a time and trying to make things work. All right? But we're finished. We've done with the weather, and we have had our scripture reading by Drumsticks. We had a prayer this morning by Brother Chester Bandy David. And today's agriculture. Yeah, I really and truly know that today's agriculture. And as soon as I have 100 persons viewing, good morning, friends, how you doing? Yeah. As soon as I have 100 persons viewing, I am going to say something that I believe really and truly needs to be said. And this is why I don't like to post on Facebook. Not that I don't, I do, but I don't like to post on Facebook. I post very, very rare. I may make a comment if I do agree with something that a person has put up on Facebook. But I think we get, we really and truly gone through as it relates to Facebook and what happens on Facebook. And especially when some folks are looking to remain relevant. Yeah, especially when some folks are looking to remain relevant. I am rather disappointed in the person who made the post, and I'm not even going to mention who made the post. Honestly, no. I'm Marilyn. Good morning. How you doing, dear? It was wonderful to see you yesterday, girl. Gemma Ward, top of the morning to you, and Christine Otley. What's up? Denise Sandy, Adrian Watts. Yeah, Angel. So it's raining down in the city. All right. Jerome Kenneth Lewis. Jerome is in Toronto. Yeah. I'm not even going to make mention about the person who made the post. I'm just going to do so and read the post that the person made, and it is so very it's unfair. And the reason why I am not going to name the person is because I don't want to give the person any forward, as they usually say. No. You're not going to get any more likes and have more people come and check your post because of me. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Because I honestly and truly believe that persons deserve to have a certain level of privacy. And if we, I know today's agriculture. You don't have to remind me. But if we continue like that, then don't just do it for one person, do it for all. Someone put up a post on Facebook, and the post reads, a member of the opposition party who was not present in Parliament on Tuesday, November the 4th, was seen shopping in New York. This is so not nice. This is so not nice. A person can have a private moment. But I realize now that private moments you will not have. When the Prime Minister goes off to wherever he goes off to, 9 times out of 10, we don't know whether or not he is going off to handle his business or the nation's business. And that is sad. Because he can go off and he can extend his stay based on the fact that he liked the place. But a member of the opposition, and it's not concealed, the member of the opposition who was not present in the country at the time was Kate Lewis. Yeah. And whether or not she was shopping in Africa, shopping in the United States or the United Kingdom or Canada or China, when she is in Parliament, y'all taking pictures of her phone and saying that she's shopping on Shein. Y'all try to belittle her for shopping on Shein. Now she decide that she ain't shopping on Shein no more. You understand? She's going to go to New York and go into Tiffany's and so on, do her shopping. Y'all vex. You see her shopping in America, in Brooklyn, in wherever, in New York. Come on now. All you could stop that stupidness, man. That ain't making no sense. She shop online, all you're criticizing. She go to New York to shop, all you're still minding she business. Ease off. Do you understand? Ease off. Somebody sent me a message and asked me who made that post. No. I ain't telling you. I ain't giving that person no forward on my program. I ain't giving them no forward on my program at all. This is not how things are done. And if the government, that's what the thing is, if the government of the day, if they had only listened, if they had only done what they are accustomed to doing, we may not have had that problem. The Prime Minister started this, how he arranged, remember he extended his stay, so therefore they had to push back the sitting of Parliament. He extended the stay, so he had to push back the sitting of Parliament. Then they come and things ain't ready, so sitting of Parliament had to push back again. But you ain't do so and discuss it with the opposition, because you're supposed to sit with the Honorable Clarence Modeste and iron out this and see when is the best day. If the woman had to travel and had made travel arrangements before, what you wanted to do? Cancel and lose her ticket? Lose money? That's not good business. Do you understand? That's not good business. But you did not listen. So Prime Minister, you causing that, And then your forces now doing some, trying to belittle the young lady because she went shopping. Well, that's your business. That's your business. Denise Sandy, here's what I'm going to do. I just deleted your comment, Denise Sandy. And it's not out of disrespect, it's out of the fact that I don't want you to post any name on this thing. Do you understand? So that is why I ain't deleted out of disrespect. I just deleted because I ain't want that name there. I just ain't want it. I'm not mentioning the name. Who posted, well, know who posted. I'm not taking part in that. I'm not helping them to grow their likes. You understand? I am not helping them to grow their likes. They don't help us here at Real FM to grow our likes. And if they see an opportunity to criticize and to belittle us and to whatever, they will. So I ain't really want, they already not on our side, meaning on the Real FM side, so let me don't even bother. Just leave that alone. So please.
Thursday, only on 91.9.
But I'm saying,
FM, from the soil to your soul. We're growing real.
I'm saying,
From the mountain to the sea.
just what my friend MF said this morning. it's a good thing you didn't see Kate holding no man hand and no man fondling she hand. You didn't see that, no? You didn't see that at all. That's not what you see. You see her shopping. It's okay. You understand? You didn't see her shopping and hugging up and kissing no man. I don't know if your husband was there. Morning, sir. How you doing? Yeah. All it does do, son, just cause things to go all kind of haywire, you know.
Of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression.
You understand? Today's Thursday. Let me just leave that alone. I'll deal with all it tomorrow. Yeah. But please, don't help me. Don't do so and use this platform here to, you know? No. I ain't want them to figure that we saying anything about them because I don't want to get into no kind of, you know, TTV thing with them. I ain't making no. Just leave Kate alone. You didn't see her with a woman holding hand and no woman the fondling she hand. You didn't see that. She shopping, everybody have a right to shop. Just as if you want to hold woman hand, if you're a woman and you want to hold woman hand, and if you're a man and you want to hold man hand, that's your business too. Do you understand? But that's not all them are supposed. Who holding who hand? And all they come in and talk about, oh, that's the custom. I don't want to go to that place. And no man hold my hand. That's the custom. What are you? Let's get real. Agriculture, 22 minutes before the 8 o'clock hour. What's BJ? What's BJ this morning? Don't worry, I got loads in store for you, I believe. I have loads in store for you. Tomorrow, God's willing.
Feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wild.
Let's take a break, my friends. Ragbasin, good morning to you.
It's Agriculture Thursday.
Agriculture Thursday. Let's vibes.
Real stories.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
The St. Patrick branch of the Grenada Diabetes Association invites you to a health forum on diabetes, a part of Diabetes Month 2025, on Tuesday, November 18th at the St. Patrick Anglican School at 3:30 p.m. Please come to learn how we can defeat diabetes through prevention and control. Remember, on Tuesday, November 18th at the St. Patrick Anglican School. See you there.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come, let your rhythm flow.
Are you passionate about helping others? Caring, compassionate, and reliable? Then guess what? This job is calling your name. A caregiver is needed in Duquesne St. Mark, and it can be you making the difference. Don't sit back. Step up, shine, and show your heart. Call 442-9749 right now. That's 442-9749. Be the caregiver who changes lives starting today. Don't miss your chance to make an impact.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, identity, or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, parts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. Roots grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Good morning to you wherever you are, whether you're in New York City, whether you're in London, whether you're in Toronto, or for that matter, you're in Beijing, or Helsinki. Yeah, you know, Helsinki, well, it's the capital of Finland, in case you didn't know. Yeah, come on. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't know places or what? Yeah, we gotta play places one of these days. Warwood, good morning to you. How you doing, girl? How's the husband? Trust that everything is going fine with y'all down there in the south. Yeah, one of these days we'll play country. How you call it? Country, animal, boy, girl, eat, drink. Remember that game? You ever played that game in school? Country, animal, boy, girl, eat, drink. Yeah, I used to play that in school. Shirley Scared, good morning to you. Hi, Miriam. What's happening, girl? Steve as in Steve as in Steve as in Steve Sylvester, good morning. All I'm here in Antigua and the government is really messing up. Yeah, biggest scandal with over 400 vehicles bought by government, but the PM is pretending not to know. Oh, really? He's a smart prime minister. He's pretending not to know that 400 vehicles was bought by government. Steve Sylvester, you need to give me a call, man. Yes, Steve, give me a call. Let me 442-0175. You can WhatsApp that number. And let me hear, Steve, are you crazy? Yeah, but I know that there is something to do with government and vehicles in Antigua at this particular point in time. Now, big vehicle scandal. But one just hope that all is well. Oh, by the way, yeah. Let me just do a double check. Give me a minute.
Nursery supplies.
Hold on. I didn't ask you to speak yet. I asked you a minute and you just doing something, jump up and go and speak for me. We've got the credit union program coming up. This is Real FM Radio. Stay with us.
Welcome to Did You Know? A 5-minute feature from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I am your presenter, Ocelyn Crosby. On this week's program, we will be sharing some exciting news. Ever wanted to serve on your credit union board or management committee, but don't know how? Well, the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is giving you an opportunity to do so. To share more on this, here's the General Manager of the GCCU, Mr. Devon Charles.
This initiative that we are now rolling out focuses on our members in terms of capacity building. Credit union management is largely made up of volunteers, comprising the board of directors, standing committees, which are the credit committee and the supervisory committee. These committees are normally appointed by the AGM. And there is a process during the year that we tend to seek members who have an interest in being volunteers to the credit union, whereby we can embark on a process of training them and making them more aware as it relates to what are the requirements for directorship. However, we have realized over the years that pool of persons to choose from, especially now that governance requirements continues to evolve and improve in terms of persons being at the level in terms of having the training, meeting the ethical standards and moral standards that you would like to see persons in the stewardship of your organization possessing. There is definitely a gap in that area. Whereas there are persons, you don't find persons volunteering, which is a fundamental pillar of the credit union movement, volunteerism. So we have taken the decision to extend that pool to garner interest among members and potential members of our credit union. We must embark on a process of capacity building through making training opportunities available for our members.
Mr. Charles said November 15th has been designated the training day for St. Andrew and November 22nd as the training day for St. George's at the National Cricket Stadium.
The training sessions will cover a number of areas. We intend to do a whole day session, a morning session, and an afternoon session. One of the morning session would focus on understanding the roles and responsibilities of directors and officers within the confines of the Cooperative Societies Act and legislation and bylaws. So we will look at the legislative and regulatory framework governing the cooperative sector. And interestingly, at this point in time, these legislations are under review in terms of enhancement. So it's really a good time, not just for existing officers and directors, but for potential volunteers to make themselves available.
The General Manager said other areas will also be covered in the training sessions.
We would also be looking at areas of oversight, compliance, and risk management within the cooperative sector. Education, engagement, and also the cooperative difference. We have a consultant who would focus on those areas through the lens of the Cooperative Societies Act. And we really want to make a clarion call for our members to come out, not just our mature elderly members, but we would like to see younger persons getting more involved. We want to make a special effort to our women to come out, to absorb and to be part of those sessions.
We are due now for a break, more when we return.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us on this week's program, the General Manager is sharing information on a new initiative at the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union that gives you an opportunity to serve on the board of all management committees of the credit union. Mr. Charles also spoke on the activities of the afternoon session.
The afternoon sessions is intended to focus more on the roles and responsibilities of directors, and not just within the credit union confines, but generally what are the roles and responsibilities of directors. And we are going to be examining the nuts and bolts of directorship, the issue of being fit and proper, the conduct of meetings, and why it is so important that persons who have interest in becoming officers or directors, not just within the credit union, but you may have interest in being part of a statutory body, being a director. We are playing our part, providing you with an opportunity to receive some level of training. So while the principal underpinning here is to expand our pool for persons who can be nominated and possibly be elected to our board of directors, credit committee, and supervisory committee, it is also an opportunity for general sharing and capacity building for persons who have other objectives and goals in terms of one day being a director or serving as a volunteer in some capacity.
So, do we have your attention now? And how can you be a part?
You can call our offices to register, and there is also an online link on our Facebook whereby you can also register. We would like persons to register in advance so that we can plan properly. So November, Saturday the 15th, we start at 10. We're going to do the full session. And the following Saturday, we take that session, which is the 22nd of November, to the National Cricket Stadium.
And that's it for this week. Until next week, I am your presenter, Ocelyn Crosby. Grenville Credit Union, your financial institution who values our membership and strives to provide exceptional customer service.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside. Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Are you passionate about helping others? Caring, compassionate, and reliable? Then guess what? This job is calling your name. A caregiver is needed in Duquesne St. Mark, and it can be you making the difference. Don't sit back. Step up, shine, and show your heart. Call 442-9749 right now. That's 442-9749. Be the caregiver who changes lives starting today. Don't miss your chance to make an impact.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visual, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
It's really Stanley One. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. I tell you what, there's a nice thing that's happening today. A beautiful thing has just happened to me right here at 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. A beautiful thing has happened this morning. Yeah, I tell you, great things destined to happen. Look at what happened to me this morning. Bertrand! The people looking at you, you know.
Morning, Andrew.
No, I didn't put on you. I just tell the people looking at you. I didn't even tell you to talk, but no, morning, guy.
Morning, Andrew.
What's up, man?
I am okay. Fine.
How fine is that?
Fine as warm and easy.
Oh my God, here we go again. With this warm and easy thing.
Warm and easy. Warm because I'm a human being and always easy.
Okay. How's how's the farm?
Farm is going good. We have been nice weather outside here.
I've come to realize something, BJ, and I'd like your comment on it. Because I keep reasoning with different people, and then I realize that we have a situation in Grenada that is not troubling, but it is very interesting. Here's what it is. Farmers, gardeners. Is there different?
Gardeners and farmers.
Yeah.
No, I think the same people. There are some people who make a little garden outside their house. They don't do it to, as somebody who doing anything as a business. They probably have too much for themselves. They sell some or whatever. Subsistence kind of activity. And say they are farmers, that's okay.
Doesn't make them a farmer. You know that.
That's okay. I don't get into the technicality of that.
We need to get into the technicalities. You know why? Because here's what. In Grenada, a man has 1/4 of an acre land. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
On that land, he has 2 nutmeg trees, some bananas, or things in that kind of family, bananas, blubber, plantain. He has some dashing, Tanya. What else does he have? A cashew tree, maybe a mango tree. On that plot of land. Is he a gardener or a farmer?
Andre, in Grenada, I'm not getting into the technicalities because if you go to the ministry now and look at the people who are registered as farmers in our country, have farmers' IDs, I'm sure half of them wouldn't be qualified based on the way you are, assessing things. But they are considered as farmers, that's okay with me. They have the ID to flash and show that they are farmers. I can tell them that they aren't farmers. A man have a legal document, showing that he's a farmer in the country. So you can't tell him no.
So you're willing to go along with what is not correct?
Well, sometimes, people will, take certain things and set a standard, and people will go along with it, and it becomes the order of the day. That's life.
No,
Flexibility, adaptability, adjustability. If it doesn't affect productivity in any way.
A gardener is a person who cares for and maintains gardens and outdoor areas, performing tasks like planting, weeding, and mowing to ensure plants, lawns, and trees thrive. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A farmer is a person who engages in agriculture, which involves growing crops, raising livestock, or both to produce food or raw materials. 2 different people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to you that is our problem, BJ. We don't even know who we are.
Well, Andre...
Because you hold on. You take what you call an agricultural ID,
and
you give it to somebody who is not a farmer. But that person can perform duties. Yeah? That a farmer performs. When I say, okay, that person, because of that ID, and if that person is going down the road with X and police stop them and they see 9 times out of the 10, once police see that farmer's ID, they let them go,
That's okay.
And that person will come out and rob BJ now.
Shouldn't be happening.
They're telling you. So we have a problem. We have a problem, and I realized that by reasoning, by White downstairs there, I listened and I realized that we have a problem because who are not farmers have things as them is farmer. And that is wrong.
And just sometimes the country set norms and standard, and it doesn't go according to logics, and you just live with it. I'm not saying it should be happening, but that's what.
You just said it should be happening because you say live with it.
Well, it's happening a long time now, and it seems as though we have to live with this one.
We don't have to live with it, BJ. It is okay for us to realize that we made a mistake.
I'm sure there are people in this country who doesn't have lands, who doesn't work land, and they have farmer's ID.
Say that again. Say that again, BJ. Say what you just said.
You have to replay the tape.
BJ, people who no, and that is a serious thing. That's a serious thing.
Andre, I am sure there are people in this country who not farming, who doesn't own any land, and they have farmer's ID.
So live with it. And don't try to rectify.
No, what I don't want to see happening is that when we have a burial and there is time to distribute a bit of money to the farmers, those people shouldn't be getting. But it seems as though those are the people who get in first.
BJ, I have heard that in a constituency in St. Andrews where a husband and a wife, they got money, so one piece of land. I've heard about that. Give a call. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, we got to take it to the next level. Things change, in life history, things change. So in the beginning, well, we didn't have license, we didn't have IDs to flash. But now that we have, they have an ID card, we got to the next level. Take it to the what you call the government centers, and have them have receipts. So when the police stop, you just don't flash a farmer's card. You must have receipts for where you have obtained this farming goods from. And you should have other things to back up the farmer's certificate or ID card. Another thing, fishery, right? This fishery thing where they take a page from other companies, other countries. The government we should call our representative and ask the government to support the fisher folks, because they don't like us. So we shouldn't really worry about sending fish to people who don't really care about us. Keep it, added value to the fish, added to the livestock. We need food support, food supply. These are the things we need to put in place with the farming, what you just said there. When you have a card, you have a fisher card, you don't know where they get the fish from. So they must have a receipt, have proof, that they got the fish.
But how do you have proof as the way you get your fish from, bro? Explain that one to me.
Excuse me?
What proof are you looking for in relation to fishing? How do you do that? How do you do that?
Well, we have technology, so they have to prove by, the GPS and other forms of technology where we can prove that they were out at X amount of time and where they stayed and, the date and time catch. But I want to move to the fish where, support the fish.
Don't drop something and then you just leave it and you move along. Let's reason
the question.
With
the technology we have,
okay, but why do you need
time?
Yeah, but why do you need to find out where the person got the fish from? That's fish.
Again, because I following what you just say. How we sure that where they get the fish from? They might have stolen it from the fisher friend.
How do you steal fish?
How you steal fish? Because when you put your fish in your box and you went home to sleep the night in a frozen box that you put it in where it's kept, people can break in. We live in modern times, right? How you steal fish? It's in your boat in a box, and people take it out of the box.
Nobody would leave their fish in a boat overnight.
No, they shouldn't. But sometimes they have it in a frozen box. Okay, it's plugged in the technology we have. We have box that can plug into the power of the fridge.
And that happens in Grenada?
Well, they should. How do you keep it freeze?
I'm asking you. Does that
yes, they have ice box, okay, and they have a box that you plug in with its cold storage, okay.
When the fishermen No, you're saying anyway as if you're getting ready to dismiss me.
No, I'm not dismissing
But when
you.
the fishermen come ashore with their fish, the process is that they weigh it in, and then from weighing in, then if they're going to store, then they store their fish at the fish market.
Exactly. So that's where it could be stolen.
But
That's right. You answer your own questions, right?
How it could be
Because
stolen
thieves,
there?
exactly. When you go to sleep in the nighttime, please look when you go and they cut the lock and take the fish to another frozen box. And under their house, they may have a storage or some other place where they can store it. Okay? And that's a food. Take the fish to the next level. Food security. We should added value to the fish. Don't send it to nobody who don't like us. Okay? Until we find a next market for it. The government should supply the fisher folks. Supplement them until we solve the problem, and add it to the food supply. Okay? Have a blessed weekend.
You too. BJ, care to comment on what the gentleman said?
Yes, certain aspect of it with relation to food security. This is making a lot of sense. We're having issues with our fish now, and we should be thinking about processing our fish. I'm sure there is enough fish around that we can process in a viable way. It was 4 or 5 years ago. A friend of mine who we went to school together, he works in Trinidad now. And he called me concerning overfishing. If we have a problem with that in Grenada. And I said, boy, I don't really know, I can't give you that kind of information. And this is something that is notable now throughout the world, that people are overfishing, not just the Caribbean. And sooner or later, we can deplete our stock if we're not careful. And you have people who intruding in our territory and fishing also. And sometimes the method they're using to fish is something else. So this is something that we need to also start looking at, ensuring that we maintain our stocks, ensuring that we protect our stock, all of those things.
Maybe that's one of the reasons we should have allowed the United States to have the radar thing. We would have seen boats in our waters.
Well, even now, Andre, I think I wonder if it's GPS or sonar or whatever. They can tell where to fish. They can tell people where to go and fish.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, if we allow the Americans to put up the radar thing they want to put up, because they're monitoring crafts at sea, so we'd know because we have access, so we can say to them, look, we want to have access so we can know when people are fishing in our waters, so you could help us chase them off. Brrr. That's one reason we should say yes.
Andre, all countries should protect the territory.
That's what I'm saying.
Territorial water. This issue with regard to letting people put their radar here, there, or wherever. As far as I'm concerned, anything that can be done that can benefit our economy in a sensible, scientific way, in a way that wouldn't basically create problems down the road. And it's not something people should rush into making decisions that can affect your country. People can,
You have a caller. Morning.
Yes, good morning, my brothers.
Good morning.
I listened to you this morning between the word gardening and farmers. And a lot of people in Grenada, a lot of farmers in Grenada would be considered as backyard farmers, because some of the most of our farmers is subsistence farmers. Imagine you meet a farmer 100 acres of land and he employ workers and etc. He might beat his chest and say he's a farmer. And then you have farmers and agricultural workers. Because a man doing agricultural work on the land, he is not the farmer. He is the agricultural worker. The farmer might be the owner, the manager of the land. But the man who comes and do the agricultural work, he is an agricultural worker. He may not be considered as a farmer. we have this issue with predial larceny, and I have always take a different position. I don't think predial larceny is as bad as we claiming it to be in terms of its economic importance. But 80% of Grenadians are directly or indirectly involved in agriculture. And any country in the world that happens are poor countries. Maybe we have too much farmers in Grenada and not enough good farmers. So I may have a land and I consider myself as a farmer. And I send me workers and go and sell me nutmeg or sell me cocoa or sell me fruits. And they may be using my ID card. But because we are a small community, in a short space of time, the people who are buying from would not require ID card from them. And then that same person could rob somebody and sell crops using my name, not directly, but because everybody knows he works with that person. Why I don't make predial larceny a big issue, and while I would not challenge government on the steps they take, I don't really think that is the most appropriate step. Because, say, people from St. George's not going and rob Digi or rob me from Ticolor. The people in the community, the workers, and even other farmers are robbing. What we need is a serious education program in terms of the education, agriculture, economics, and encourage farmers to work together and to be the brother's keeper. Yes, ID card is going to help, but in a small country like Grenada, when Andre Donald goes by white with great regularity, after that, white don't need no ID card from Andre. And Grenada is a small place. So a lot of the individuals who are involved in stealing from the land, they are also coke. They are more addicts. Not too much roamers. When roamers drinking rum, they ain't climbing no tree. But some of the individuals who are addicts on coke, they are very aggressive in the land. Some of the individuals who are picking coconut legitimately for the farmers are also robbing the said farmers. Because it's them that could climb. And that's why a lot of agriculture, economic education is important, and encouraging farmers in a locality to work together and seek one another interest. Sometimes in community A, the people, if you come together, the people know all who hustle. Sometimes it's their own grandson, or their own son, or their neighbors, or sometimes the same people who hustling you. They are working with other people, and so now they work with you too. So it is a question of education, culture, explaining to farmers why they should not encourage other people to steal in farmers' land, why they should not damage the farmer pump because the farmer doing better than them, encouraging the huskers and vendors, why they should not purchase crops from people that they know stealing, and encouraging established business place and vendors to keep a logbook. You can force them, but it should be in their interest to keep a logbook. So if you go by businessman A, he could pull out a book and show you all the farmers he bought from over the last 10 years and the telephone number or a reference. So if we start doing that, things will be better. For instance, if a restaurant in St. Patrick selling mutton, that restaurant should be open enough for a vendor to come and ask him, a farmer or a gardener, or whatever you name, I lost some mutton. Would you like to tell me who you buy mutton from? It is a good reputation of the restaurant to say, my mutton come from James Clark.
Yeah.
But if the restaurant refuses to say who he buy mutton from, I will start to treat him like a suspect.
Correct.
These
I believe.
discussions have to start to take place among the farmers and encourage them to walk the straight and narrow.
True that.
Yeah, brothers.
All right, then. One love. BJ, is there a name for a female farmer? A female gardener?
Probably, I don't know. I don't know. You have everything these days.
Yeah.
A farmer is a farmer.
No, a farmerette.
A farmerette is a lady. Oh, okay.
And a gardenerette
Oh,
is the female.
there we go.
There you go. You didn't know that. Yeah.
No.
I bring it to school. This one
Yeah.
is the school. I bring it
Andre,
to.
I'm a little confused here.
What?
I did not listen to the entire parliament the other day, on the last parliament sitting. But from since then, I'm getting the notion from everybody who I speak to. I don't know if it's me that getting lost. Did we make a decision on this radar business that the US is asking us for to install?
When you say did we make
Did if the government made a decision on this? Okay, but it's sounding like people saying the way it's sounding is like we should do that and we should do that and we should do that.
So
In fact, we shouldn't even speak about it until.
Here's what happened.
Oh,
Here's what
okay.
taking place. It's all with the prime minister. It is all with the prime minister. Let's have this call there for a minute. Caller, we have you there. Just hold on a second, yeah? It's all with the prime minister, and it's his way of continuous gaming.
Oh.
So he speaks, but he never makes a decision.
Oh, okay.
He has not made a decision.
Oh,
as
okay.
yet. Good morning, St. Lucia. How are you doing? Hello?
Antigua, sir.
Antigua. Okay, Antigua, good morning.
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
Yes, I am. I must say that this is my first time calling really, but I've been listening for ages.
Oh, thank you so much.
No,
were you the one who put... Are you Steve? Are you Steve?
Eh?
Is your name Steve?
Yes.
Oh, so you were the one who put up the posting about the 400 vehicles?
Yes.
Oh, so what the hell happened there? Tell us what happened. It'd be nice to know.
Now, let me give you in a brief setting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the government for years have been like there is a group setting that they come together and they will buy vehicles. It from ministers to ministers under this Labour Party government.
Mm-hmm.
They were buying vehicles to the media without they say that the cabinet supposed to approve it, but it was not given cabinet approval. But the minister, what happened eventually is that someone who was not at the team of the corruption called the minister of public works, which is the prime minister's wife, and told her about the builder. What happened? They go to a motor pool to get gas, to get fuel. And so they realized the fuel was finishing faster than normal. So they had the people up there. But this time, somebody who went back is who ended up realizing that. And so, morning, just excuse me. And they decided to call the minister to tell the minister what was happening.
So you're saying that these vehicles are
when they
bought?
call the minister.
Are
They
you
didn't
saying,
realize
Steve?
Hey?
Are you saying that
Aye.
400 vehicles were bought without the government knowing?
Well, they pretend not to be knowing.
That's interesting.
Yes. Yes.
That's very
That is
interesting.
how they come forward with it. That no, when the person call the minister, then decide, okay, well, somebody know that is not part of the cover up.
Mm-hmm.
So they then he decide to come out and expose it, pretend, making it look, first of all, he make it look as though it was the police. The police had bought all the big vehicles and there was a police officer that was part of the whole thing. So every department were buying vehicles. They buy even vehicle for themselves and put it on rental and so it was a whole.
So I guess the government
And
is
then
the government is investigating now, right?
the opposition is calling for investigation, but the government is failing too. The government, they want a public inquiry or they want a private investigation. The government will say no, but they don't have no time for that. They will just ask the dealers to just pay back and they will deal with that better. They get all the money and they have to go and spend all the time. That's the excuse. Because if they was to go and have a public inquiry into that, I believe the entire government will collapse. Prime Minister is head on show over the whole thing. But so he wouldn't want that. He wouldn't dare. As a matter of fact, they things refuse to have inquiries. And he said the Governor General cannot call local inquiry unless he gives them authority to do that, and he don't waste people time to do that.
Okay.
So,
well, I hope
that is what we hang up with.
Okay. And let me ask you this question, not related to what you're saying, but it's related to you. Do you have Grenadian connections? Are you from Grenada?
I am from Guelph. I'm not from Grenada, I'm from Guelph.
But I ain't blame you. I just say I am not from Grenada, I'm from St. Patrick's. So it's simple. So I can understand exactly what you're saying, Steve.
Well, I made that statement because I always hear you defending your parish.
Of course.
I am a Guelph man.
You're a Guelph man. All right. Where in Guelph exactly?
Right on Edward Street. We call it growing up.
Where's that?
Edward Street, right by church. In the back there?
By the church? By the Catholic Church?
No, where the Pentecostal church is.
Where the Pentecostal church is, as if I know, but I will find out. I'll ask exactly where it is.
Let me see. You know when you reach the bridge, the new bridge that they build there on the land.
Yeah.
And you make that
left.
When you're coming from St. Patrick's, you make that left right before the
bridge. Right. So it's by that trench. There's a trench right there in the road.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I know.
So I live just opposite over the river.
Say it again? I didn't hear that. You disappeared there. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, you were saying you live where?
Right.
What you said something and I didn't hear you, my friend.
No, I said I live just opposite the Anglican school across the river.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I am happy that I am happy that you listen, and I hope that you get other Grenadians who are in Antigua and Barbuda to listen to.
Well, normally I basically I share with everybody in Antigua that.
And you must get more people from Antigua to give us a call anytime. Yeah.
Well, I there is one of the guys who I think from St. Patrick's. We came up in '95 to join the police.
Okay. So you go and join the police and you don't come
things
back
were
home.
When things were rough.
Yeah.
Down there, and now you all mashing up the little country and all. You just sit down, la politics.
You should call me tomorrow and we go talk more about that on the extension. Call me tomorrow and we go talk about that. Today's agriculture. Take care of yourself, my brother.
Yeah.
All right then, great. All right, Steve. Good morning, Steve Sylvester from the parish that never sleeps, or the tongue that never sleeps. BJ. Yeah, wow. Nice to make a connection out there.
That's nice.
Yeah. And Steve, don't forget, you have to call me tomorrow. Tomorrow is the extension. That's where we're doing it all. BJ, it's not agricultural related, but it can affect agriculture. And we have to understand that fishing falls under the umbrella of agriculture. The Prime Minister was given the request was made of him since in August, and it wasn't until end of October, November he's telling us, hey, I got that request since in August, and up to now, we, meaning as Grenadians, we don't know, and understanding how the politics of the world flows, we don't sell fish to Venezuela. We don't sell fish to China. We don't. We don't sell fish to the Soviet Union. Well, not Soviet Union, to Russia. Because the Soviet Union basically doesn't exist again. We don't sell fish to Russia. We deal with all these things, fish or sauce up and whatever. We are dealing with the United States of America with all those things. I don't even think that we send fish to Canada. So why is the Prime Minister playing with the livelihood of the farmers and the fishermen of this country? What's going on? Huh?
Andre, with regard to the requests, that's for the government to decide. So I don't really want to speak about that. I may have my personal, feelings about that, but then that's my personal thing. This is something that is country-based, national-based, and the government need to make a decision on that, and that is for them to do. I'm not privy to talk about this thing publicly, whether or not we should put a radar there or whether or not we shouldn't. Because the government hasn't made a decision on that yet.
Okay, and you're speaking as a caretaker, as somebody who may...
Yeah, yeah.
I could understand. If that's the angle you're taking...
Yeah, man. I don't want to say something now in relation to that.
Because your leader, as in your political leader, she has not made a statement.
Public statement on that, so I can't speak on that.
Okay, wonderful. I have no problems with that whatsoever. But I'll ask you, you want to make a statement with me here? You don't want to tell anybody.
In relation, you would have to switch off the radio.
Switch off the radio?
Yeah. And then afterwards, I might have to kill you, you see.
So okay, I hear you. We've got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Andre Donald and Mr. Butchon John. I hear you covering good little grounds.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Keep on covering.
I'm doing it.
Now, Mr. Pierre was on, and he gave you all a lot of information there, food for thought. I couldn't take in everything, so I wouldn't type or do anything, but a lot was being given there. Farmers are referred to as all different farmers. People who work land, estate workers, laborers, farm workers, and all the like.
A farm worker is not a farmer?
That's what I'm saying. As farmers at this are called in different names, meaning almost the same thing.
Not necessarily.
Well, a farm worker is an agricultural worker.
Yes, that's what he is.
Right.
He's not a farmer.
Right. A estate worker is an agricultural worker.
Not a farmer.
Right. Yeah.
He's
but,
not a
but
farmer.
yet still, he's referred to as farmer too.
No.
I'm
that
saying
is where we're wrong. We're
Yeah?
wrong with that, Clifford, because the person who works with Kenny Lal Singh in his store doesn't own the store.
No.
So he or she is an employee of Kenny Lal Singh. That's what he or she is.
Yes.
He or she is not.
I didn't say it is right. I'm saying that's the normality.
And that is what I'm saying. That is what I've been saying for the morning, Cliff. We have accepted some things and we say, no, that is the norm. No,
right.
we need to get away from that. And because as a people, we have serious problems accepting change.
Yes, I accept that. But
so if a thing is not correct, say it is not correct.
Well,
nobody is saying that, okay, fine, we're going to go ahead and change it right. It is not correct. So
okay,
let it stay in the brain that, hey,
but
that is
since
not
Adam
correct.
was a little boy, those things happening, and
Adam turned big man, and it's time Adam changed
and it's still happening.
Adam need to change it now.
Right? For instance, the cocoa board, I think it was the cocoa board, the nutmeg board was saying that when a farmer reached 70 years, they would have been given not a bonus, what you call it, a pension, right? And I remember in a meeting trying to explain that to the board. You have 3 persons owning a piece of land. 3 of them are owners. How are you going to determine when the person reaches 70 years to give it them? Okay, Butch and John is the owner of 20 acres of land, but he's not he alone that owning it. 3 other persons' names are there as owners of the land. Are you going to give Butch and John the pension when he reaches 70 years and give Clifford Bridgman and give the other person? So who you really paying the pension?
No, you can pay the pension into the estate and they do so and split it just like how they were splitting the monies from when they sell the crops on the estate. You can pay the pension. So probably what they need to do is not necessarily pay the pension to a person, but pay the pension to the estate. And which is why
you are quite right there.
Which is why, again, we must insist that farmers organize themselves and have their card and have their bank accounts and have everything sorted thing. So if the nutmeg board had come through with that, then you pay it to the estate. They split it up how they want.
Right, you're quite right, and that's what I was thinking too. But the whole thing is so disarranged. 3 and 4 persons owning piece of land, and you have to get the consensus from all of them to sell that piece of land, and you have problems with people signing into the deed as landowner. Mr. Butchon might have 20 acres of land working, and the land might be registered in Butchon's name, but the land is not Mr. Butchon own alone, and it's not. So you have to have these other persons to sign before you could sell the land. And you have problems there. So there's a lot of work that the landowners, every year government says that they're doing work on it, but there's a lot of work has to be done.
Boss.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Take care. Have a wonderful day. We take a commercial break. This is Real 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com, broadcasting from studios located Main Street, Satyrs, inside a beautiful historical St. Patrick. My name, Andre Donald. Stay with us.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself, a taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. For the people, we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrate and come, let your rhythm flow.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9. Real FM. From the soil to your soul. We're growing real.
From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Well, I told you this morning, I got the first surprise that BJ got here pretty early this morning, and I was able to engage him in conversation. And not only did BJ get here pretty early on this day, but Dr. Antoine also showed up this morning. I sent him the link, but he decided, nah, no link, I'm just going to show up. So, good morning, Dr. Antoine. How are you? I like that shirt.
Well, thank you, Andre. Good morning.
That's a bad shirt. I like that color.
Yeah, pick on me.
No, I like the color, man.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, good morning, Andre.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
I sent you the link last week. I sent you the
Yes. I'm aware you've been trying to reach me.
It got so bad, I had to stop one of your vehicles in the road and say, yo, wait up.
Okay, yes.
That's how bad it got.
Oh, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't
For
bad.
me.
Yes,
I'm thinking, well, where is he?
No, I've been busy trying to get a number of things taken care of because I had a deadline last week, Thursday, to finish a sort of stuff. And by golly, I only finished 2 nights ago. So it tells you how bad it was, you know.
All right. So you're doing a new product or something?
No, I was just finishing processing some data for the accountant, to be exact. And took me a little longer than I was expecting because I had to fill in some data that needed to be done.
But you got it done?
Yes,
Great,
got it
wonderful.
done. So thanks very much. Yes, I must apologize for my long absence from the program, and hence I thought I just have to commit myself to being here as demonstration of my commitment to the program and the organization, and as well as my commitment to the country because
were you listening?
Some of it, not all.
Oh, this morning?
Yes, I was listening this morning.
So you listened to, so let me ask you the main question. Is there a difference between a farmer and a gardener?
Yes.
BJ doesn't think so.
I know there is a difference, Andrew.
Provided.
You said no just now.
But I tell you, in Grenada context, there is no difference.
In the Grenada context, yes, you're right. There may not be a difference because usually we refer to our farmers as gardeners. And the gardener, generally people who take care of the background. BJ is a big farmer. Sorry, did I say big?
BJ is a farmer.
A corporate farmer.
And we need...
Doc, didn't I heard Andre say many times on the radio station? BJ, what you talking about? A farmer like me?
Yes.
He himself, he considers himself as a farmer, you know.
No, I can't be a farmer. Don't even try to do something.
So you're the gardener, right?
Me? Yeah. I'm the gardener guy.
And BJ is the farmer.
BJ is the farmer.
There we go.
Yes.
You know?
The challenge here is scale of operation and location, I guess, because most gardeners tend to do things around the homes, you know, as opposed to the farmer who literally lives and sustains himself practically by farming. You know, so one is of subsistence or living on a living career path type, and the other one is just more like a hobby.
I did not even know that there's a word for a female gardener and a female farmer. Not until I'm doing my research this morning. Because
a female?
Yeah, a farmerette.
Oh, okay, yeah. A farmerette.
Yeah. And a gardenerette.
Yes.
That's what it is. I'm like, oh, they didn't even know that.
But you know, Andre, the definition that you gave for a gardener sounds just like a landscaper.
If you grow some food for yourselves and your family, you are a farmer. If you sell a bit of it on the side to help pay for the seeds, you are still a gardener.
And what's a farmer's
definition? But if you grow for the primary purpose of selling, and perhaps you eat a bit on the side, you are a farmer.
Okay. So there's nothing relating to scale of operations or place of operations.
Exactly.
Not my definition.
You see, because you could be in your house farming, you know.
And make more money than...
And making more money than the man go there and working 10 acres or 100 acres, you know.
What you farming in your house?
I'm glad you asked that question.
Well, of course. What you farming in your house?
You can farm a range of products. Let me give you a classical example I experienced.
In your house, eh?
Yes, the man was farming in his house. Frogs, lizards, and a whole range of animals for scientific purposes. Hold on, stick up in, hold on.
I'm coming back just now. When you finish
some of his produce were literally being used to do experimental work in space. And he was doing all of it in his house. He had a bachelor's degree in agronomy, right? He set up his system so that he recycled his water outside of his backyard there. And his scale of operation was large because he supplied many of the universities in the States with his various produce, right? Products for
so
research
one would
purposes.
simply say that he's overseeing the growth of livestock.
No, he's a farmer.
But he's overseeing the growth of livestock inside of his home.
Overseeing. I'm not sure that's the best expression, but go ahead, yeah. I'm listening to you.
That's what he's doing. So he's growing.
No, he's actively farming the animals. He does the hatchery. He does the
lizard eggs and frogs eggs and stuff.
Yeah. That was part of my training.
Frogs have eggs or frogs?
Yeah, that was part of my training as part of my aquaculture course. We were
to grow lizards.
A range of animals,
To grow
reptiles.
frogs.
Yes.
To grow snakes.
Yes, for experimental purposes. Yeah, and rats, of course.
And rats.
Yeah.
Nobody in Grenada ain't doing that. Yes?
Well, no, not because why we wouldn't do it in Grenada? There's not a market for such produce.
Exactly.
But
So
hold on. We could farm maniku. We could farm tattoo.
Let me tell you.
We could farm guana.
You could say what you want. You could never farm that thing they call in maniku.
You could, your maniku farm.
Yes, you could. It's just we here are not adventurous and
they make a lot of money.
And risk-taking,
And crab farm too.
Yeah, to try new things, But
you want to get Francis Pierre to call again?
Well, Mr. Pierre, if you set up a crab farm here, a proper one, is a multi-million-dollar business if you want to.
Well, how about the crayfish industry? You could farm crayfish, just like you farm
Big
shrimp.
time.
Well, yeah, I can.
Or
understand
you could
that.
farm the same mullets that we have in the river, or the eels that we have in the sea.
Nobody do eating mullet.
Well, because we have not found someone to market it for us.
Nobody eating mullet.
Kiwi once upon a time was not accepted, until it was marketed.
That's why they don't accept sapodillas.
Well, because we have not marketed it as we should.
Andrew, I went to a funeral yesterday. Some Tuesday sometime in Victoria. And parked my vehicle and was walking. And the bridge in Victoria where the guy do the little, craft stuff there.
Was that John?
John.
Good morning to John. How you doing?
Andre, the river is filled up on mullet these days. Nobody eat that again.
I just said that.
Why not?
I don't know. There was a lot.
You see, that's part of our challenge here, We are endowed with a wide range of edible products, and we selectively eat what we feel and what we don't feel. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware that we have soulfish here in Grenada?
What is soulfish?
Soulfish is a flat type looking fish in the Grenadian waters. I didn't know about it.
Grenada waters where? In the sea or in the river?
Let me just tell you the truth. I went to a restaurant and the chef said to me, when he wants a particular type of fish, he asks the fisherman to bring it in for him. We used to have anchovies one time, right? Have you seen one lately?
Anchovy?
Yeah. Anchovy is a high-priced product out in the international market, It's used in luxury hotels for a range of, purposes. And they use the pizza, they use it as appetizers and a range of other things. And what do we do? What do we do to our resources, Andre? We're talking about farming, right? And the potential we hold for developing our economy through farming and the range of products we could produce is so huge that it baffles me that today, 51 years being independent, and we're still struggling with the idea of how can we develop our economy. Our current minister went to our ICA meeting in Mexico a few months ago, and he said,
Minister for Agriculture?
Yes. And he said,
do we have one?
Yeah, well, we'll find out later on. And he said, and yes, we do have one. And he said, agriculture holds the potential for developing and changing the social and economic development in our society. If only we can get it right. And he's right in the sense that, yes, it holds that potential. You know what's the problem, Andre?
What?
The issue we've been discussing for the last several years, a plan. A plan for developing the agricultural sector to make it work in the interest of Ghanaian people.
When we come back, I'll tell you what we're doing in Grenada. And it is so very sad that we continue to do what we're doing in relation to agriculture. And it has to do with the two main words this morning: Farmers, gardeners. Remember that. We'll be back. News is next.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. The Parliament of Grenada has passed the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management, PISLM, for Caribbean Small Island Developing States Bill 2025, marking a major step forward in regional efforts to combat land degradation, strengthen climate resilience, and promote sustainable agriculture. The bill, tabled by Leader of Government Business, Honorable Philip Telesford, on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, formalizes Grenada's ratification of the regional agreement establishing the PISLM Secretariat. In the region in Jamaica, international aid continues to flow into Jamaica in the wake of Hurricane Melissa, with the latest contribution coming from Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. The cruise line's vessels Rhapsody of the Seas made a special humanitarian call at the port of Falmouth in Trelawney on Tuesday, delivering relief supplies valued at US $1 million to support the nation's ongoing recovery efforts. The Port Authority of Jamaica confirmed that the ship's visit was conducted exclusively for the delivery of humanitarian aid. Minister of Tourism Honorable Edmund Barlett welcomed the donation, describing it as a powerful gesture of solidarity from one of Jamaica's long-standing cruise partners.
We recognize on behalf of the government their benevolence and their commitment to the destination. And we want to indicate our own appreciation for the response and how quickly they have responded. The volume of goods that they have brought for relief to many Jamaicans who have been affected in 3, 4, 5 parishes. We also wanted to thank them for emphasizing that this relief should be focused around the tourism workers and that the areas that are around the tourism plant in Trelawney and St. James, and Hanover in particular, should be prioritized in terms of the distribution.
These supplies will be distributed through coordinated national relief channels to assist communities most affected by the storm.
Earlier on, we had another shipment from another of our cruise line, and I'm seeing an increasing response from the entire cruise community. And I know that over the next few days, we're going to be seeing more of these gestures and more gifts coming to us from our tourism family. I want to express our appreciation to Royal Caribbean for this very generous offer, and indeed this very generous gift that has come. It has far past the stage of the offer.
And in sports in cricket, Australia captain Pat Cummins said he's on track to play in the second test of the Ashes series against England. The pace bowler has not played since the end of the test series in the West Indies in July and will miss the first test, which starts in Perth on 21st November with a lower back injury. However, the 32-year-old has returned to bowling from a reduced run-up in his recovery and has targeted being back for the second Ashes test, which is a day-night match starting in Brisbane on December 4th. This ends the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. I am your presenter, Kira Gunpot, thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard. Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
The St. Patrick branch of the Grenada Diabetes Association invites you to a health forum on diabetes, a part of Diabetes Month 2025, on Tuesday, November 18th at the St. Patrick Anglican School at 3:30 p.m. Please come to learn how we can defeat diabetes through prevention and control. Remember, on Tuesday, November 18th at the St. Patrick Anglican School. See you there.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real.
From the mountain to the sea, farmers working at...
It is Realist 91.9, 91.5, www.d. realfmgrenada.com. 10 minutes it is after the 9 o'clock hour. We're into the final hour of Agriculture Thursdays. Dr. Antoine, I've always wanted to ask you this question. Because I follow what I would say Antoine Debo, the God Industries, and I follow you. Well, we've been friends for quite a while now, isn't it?
Quite a long time.
Quite a long time. And I knew that you were at one point in time. You were after that place in. Is it St. David's? Is it around the Lassages area?
Yes, correct.
The I think Mitchell used to be doing some
food processing plants. Yes, yeah.
You're after that.
Have been for the longest while. Yes, many years now.
How long?
Well, since 2020, towards the end of 2020, 21.
20?
Yeah, towards the end of 20.
That would have been.
Towards the end of COVID year.
COVID year.
Getting into 21 when I started making approaches to the then Minister of Agriculture.
Who was?
That was Miss Bain at the time. And I tried to get her interested in helping me to acquire that facility because at the time it was going through some financial issues under Winfresh. It used to be owned by Winfresh through the joint Windward Islands agro-processing project, headquartered in London. And there was no specific response from her. But shortly after that,
because she didn't stay very long in agriculture.
She stayed a long time, but by the time I got to her, she was moved. And then Peter David was moved as Minister of Agriculture.
Okay, yeah.
And we were we got to talk with him and initiated some discussions with him. And as time went on, we thought we were making progress until the two then representatives on the board of Winfresh resigned in around April, May of 21. And we continued talking with Peter. And once he got to realize I was behind the discussions, he just cut off all discussions with us.
Wait, hold on, stop there. What do you mean once he got to realize?
We have a team, right? And the lead person on the team was doing the negotiations, discussions. We did all the homework. We gathered all the necessary information. And she was spearheading the discussions. And she managed to reach him, got some responses from him, talked to him several times. And then at some point in time, he got to realize Antoine de Beauregard Francis Antoine, to be specific, was behind that. And he just cut off discussions with us.
Hold on, I have to ask this question.
Yes, well, I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, but I have to ask the question here. You guys have revolution issues?
Not revolutionary issues, but I guess I don't take no nonsense, maybe.
So he knew you before?
Of course, Peter Long knew me way back in before the revolution.
So he killed your project?
Basically, he tried because I'm still working at it, but except I'm working from a different perspective. He killed my approaches, my attempt to get the facility. Yeah, that was his act.
So as soon as he realized that you were behind it, he just
cut off discussions with the lead person on the issue. And then that was towards the end of 21. Then 22 came.
Elections.
We had elections, right? And again made attempt to get the same facility. I wrote a proposal with 5 different options as to how I can get involved in the processing of our fruits and vegetables using the facility. That proposal was submitted to the then new Minister of Agriculture, Persuader. Well, we call him Persuader. Agent Thomas,
yeah.
And then he took it and never said thanks or never saw him or heard anything from him. Later on, when I inquired what's the status, nothing came out of it. So I realized that was a dead horse there. Then we had a new Minister, Andrews, and I raised the issue to Mr. Andrews.
By Andrews, you mean Chotai?
Yeah, Tai Chua. Lennox Andrews. And we're friends, classmates and friends. And he took my proposal and he said he was going to bring it to cabinet for discussion, and several times I called him to follow up what's the status with the proposal, and he just keep telling me we're discussing it, we discuss it in stages.
Yes, we heard that.
How could you do things like that in stages? It's a proposal. And then he said, well, we need your resume. I said, but you can't need my resume for that. I mean, you come see what I'm doing here, you'll see my resume, And that was the end of it. But later on, I heard, I think it was September of 22.
September of
22 or 23, somewhere around there.
23.
I'm not sure which year it was, but we
Because
could.
in September it would have been what's his name was still Minister Farage.
Persuader. So that would be 23 then.
23.
When the then Prime Minister said, the new Prime Minister said, Grenada bought the facility. And all the people who knew I was interested in it said, Antoine, I understand you bought the factory. And I said, I'm still trying to find out who bought it because I'm still interested. So it wasn't me, but then later on when I called the minister and I asked him, well, what's the status? I mean, how come he couldn't tell me what's going on, you know?
You mean Andrews?
Yes. At one point in time, he said, call Leroy Nichols, you know. I said, Leroy Nichols? So why didn't you tell me that? 2 weeks ago, I called you and asked you what's the status, and you tell me you don't know, and now you tell me call Leroy Nichols. Only to find out Leroy Nichols got the facility.
Okay, he bought it. Oh, you got it.
He got it.
Is that the same Leroy Nichols who sold the government lands?
Apparently, yes. Could be the same Leroy Nichols, yes.
For the Project Polaris?
I'm not sure what it's called.
Is that the same Leroy Nichols?
I think it's the same one who owns the distillery somewhere down in Woodlands somewhere, yes.
Yeah, so it's the same one who has the land, well, who sold
Hopeville.
the government the Hopeville lands?
Yeah.
Is the same one?
I think maybe the same person.
Jesus me!
So, why Jesus you or not me?
Jesus me!
And so,
do you understand what you got caught up in that?
No. I'm still trying to understand.
Hopeville lands, the factory. Interesting that they probably have the same owner or had the same owner. Do you understand?
I'm trying to.
The lands in Hopeville, BJ helped me here, was owned before it was sold, because I believe it's been sold now, BJ, to government.
Yes.
Those lands are owned by A. Leroy Nichols.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now, those lands were sold to government in what, 2023 or 2024?
More like
24.
Yeah.
Those lands were sold to government.
Okay.
A. Leroy Nichols, based on what the minister told you, A. Leroy Nichols maybe acquired or was able to buy the same factory you were trying to buy?
Acquire. Yes.
Acquire?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting that the same person?
Well, I found it very fascinating. Yes.
That's fascinating.
Yes. You know, baffled to be frank. You know.
Doc, you got hoodwinked.
Well, you know, it's part of the process. You know, you live and learn as you go along, and business is like that sometimes. You win some, you lose some, and then sometimes you have to compromise.
So Peter David in the beginning crippled you.
It's a fact. Did nothing to help.
Did nothing to help.
Once he realized it was
you.
Yeah.
He just shut it down.
Correct.
And then Persuader, not knowing he had from his toes, just kept it there and didn't bother.
Right.
Not even saying that, hey, I received your document. And then Chotai sort of dealt you out of the program.
Yeah, he brambled me, he hoodwinked me, he the one that really brambled, you know. And so that's where it went, you know. So that's where we are. Today the facility is idle, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, what's up with it?
I'm not aware of what anything going on there, because the last thing I learned was that the current owner seemed not to know where to move with it. Well, I was told a couple of people wanted to lease it from him, and he asked them for the plan, and they said, no, we can't give you a plan.
No,
right?
You can't do that.
And then he said he was waiting on some person from Trinidad to come in and assist and get going. But it's 23, 24, 25, 2 years, I'm still idle. But my point here is this.
Mm-hmm.
If that facility was made available to us immediately after 22's election, or even 21, you could get a facility up and running the first 3 months, cleaning up and getting it ready for operation. And the other 3 months, putting it together so you could start processing, you know, arranging with farmers to bring in produce. And it could be a good reservoir for collecting all the excess fruits and vegetables our farmers produce for processing. You know, it's the value adding thing we talk about all the time.
I hope you're not thinking about borrowing trucks from Grand Lake to go on the bucket trucks to go and after Grand Lake people finish work in the and in the evening, I hope you're not thinking about barring the trunk.
If that's necessary, do it. You know?
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary. We'll do what we need to do because, put it this way, it embarrasses me personally when I hear farmers complain about mangoes wasting, you know, or golden apples wasting, and I know personally I could do a lot with it. I have always said that for any one fruit we have here or vegetable, we could get at least 3 different commercial products
out of it.
So that's potentially billions of dollars we could raise or we could produce and increase our GDP annually if we were to actively engage in the manufacturing or the industrialization of, you know, of our agricultural produce. And we sit on it. We do nothing. And every year we hear about a $50,000 grant for this or $50,000 available for X, Y, and Z. And none of it is designed to say, okay, let us put on a processing plant that would facilitate the mass production of the excess fruits and vegetables Grenadian farmers produce.
I want to ask both of you a question here. As you speak, processing plant. Haven't we gotten to the stage in the world today when you can put on a processing plant and then today you could be processing tomatoes in a particular fashion.
Yeah.
And tomorrow morning you wake up and you change a pot in that processing plant and you
do something else.
Doing peppers. Is that possible?
Of course.
That's
a routine thing in many countries.
People do these days.
That's routine, you know. Yeah. Just switch a part or two and you change the nature of the operation. Different produce, you process until the season is finished. You switch again, you go to the next produce you want to process, you know. Yeah, that's an everyday occurrence.
Make them
in
very
most
versatile, Andre, these days.
Yeah.
Just change the parts.
Just change a module here, a module there, and you find and you're up and running. So that's possible, which is why that facility down in Las has the potential to run year-round, right? Processing almost all the various fruits we have in excess here that our farmers keep complaining about just wasting year after year after year. Could you imagine if we were processing those fruits from, let's suppose, the last 5 years? How many millions of dollars, tens of millions, or hundreds of millions of dollars we'd have been producing in value-added produce? Think of it. That's money that we literally throw and discarded, you know. That's wealth we just ignore, you know, that we have.
I always look at this.
Wealth we throw it.
Yeah,
yes.
I always look at this. And you guys, well, BJ is a farmer, and you probably can help me. You, of course, into industrialization. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So you guys can help me. I've always looked at Pine Hill Dairy, which is a company out of Barbados. Yeah?
Yes, run by a Grenadian. Used to be run by a Grenadian, but go ahead.
Okay, all right, yeah. Let me ask this. Pine Hill Dairy, does Barbados have more fruits than us?
No.
BJ?
No. A lot of those cases, Andre, they import some of them things in a concentrated form and they dilute it. That's all they do. Like the milk and the juice and whatever. In a lot of cases, that's what they do, Andre. They get the raw material from outside. In Grenada case, it's a bit different. Andre, we and not just that, we can grow this stuff, we can grow a lot more. I've seen one of these little versatile machine operator, Andre. It's like something would have washed the cassava and peel it. So you take out all the skin. Something would have chop it up and grate it. Then you have some hydraulic press would have pressed out the water from the stuff. And then the how they call the dog? The thing that is trail trellis, with the thing that move on some wheel. It's like this
conveyor belt?
Conveyor belt. Something take this stuff, Andre, and it brings it and throw it down in some bin. And then they have like some hot air blowing the stuff. So they dry it. And that dry stuff now, they have one piece of equipment that cuts it up into something that look like faring. You know? So you have faring. But then they can take out that, and if you want to get flour, they can put something else, and you get flour in the end. And so the money then keep going. Andre, you wouldn't believe nothing wasting now. Even the skin of the cassava, they take it and grind it back up and use it as mulch and whatever.
From seed to shelf, yes.
Yes, man, they don't make joke with that.
That's the principle for most processing, yeah.
And Andre, this unit in one little place like a garage. It's not that you don't require a very huge building to operate. So I don't see why we can't understand that if you don't have guaranteed market, it's difficult to set up your agriculture sector properly. You must have guaranteed market. The market falls before the production.
Let's take this caller here. What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry. Gentlemen.
Morning.
Morning.
No, you keep. Hello. Do me a favor. Hello. Listen to me. Stop moving around while you're talking because that's where your signal drops. So just stay in one place and talk to us. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay, I think that settles.
Right, good.
So yes, I asked Dr. Antoine if that was the same place that was utilized some years ago.
You mean in Lassages? Yes, it was utilized at one point in time to do some juices.
So do a juice named Delicious there.
And he said it was not profitable. So what is Dr. Antoine saying if we get to that place where he could utilize it?
Well, the one thing I could assure you is that it will be operational year-round to process all the seasonal fruits we have here. 1, 2. Profitability comes over a period of time, so you'd have the initial gestation period of the investment that's designed to overcome all the inertia issues. And so profitability is something that will come after 3-5 years, hopefully. Could even be longer than that. But the point is, it represents an immediate market for the fruits and vegetables of our farmers here in Grenada. That's the same point BJ is making. If we have a market for our fruits and vegetables, then it will help. And that market in this case would be the value-adding food processing facility we have that absorbs all the excess fruits that our people cannot use and consume on a daily basis. The value adding to be achieved from that is what's going to bring in the additional revenue that we expect from manufacturing. And so yes, the profitability is something that will come over time. What's important is to have good management, high quality product, produce being made, and running the operation with a high level of discipline and ethics. I should use that word as well. So yeah, that's my concept and plan as to how we could move forward using that facility. Nonetheless, I am still pursuing the issue of being able to process fruits and vegetables. Hopefully, not down in Lassages, but maybe somewhere in St. Andrews, St. Patrick's, probably if I can get the immediate funds, that's one, but it's fund that has to be raised through other means. Meanwhile, I'm preoccupied with the spice processing factory that we're trying to get going. So that's where we are.
Doc, one of the things I would like to say.
Thank you very much for the question.
Dr. Antoine.
Oh, you're very welcome. Fine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. I find we in Grenada, we let these government people turn us around. Why all the farmers and all people who is interested with fruits, wrongly sometimes have a ton of mangoes wasting. Why we not make a delegation and go to these people? Why do you think they own Grenada?
Solidarity among our farmers.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. We need solidarity among our farmers. We need to be organized in the first instance.
Another caller. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Donald.
Morning, sir.
And good morning to your panelists.
Good morning, boss.
Now, in one of the interview I listened to our Prime Minister recently, he indicated that Grenada is exploring the possibility of having Ghana and perhaps Nigeria, a cooperation where they can grow fruits and vegetables and export to Grenada. Right? I don't know. I put that out there to hear what you guys think of something like that.
No, why are we importing fruits and vegetables from another country when we can't even consume the amount that we have here locally. That don't making sense. I feel you sure you heard that?
I heard that, and he even mentioned the whole question of food security. You understand? It's on one of his DM with PM a week or so ago when he specifically said that they are exploring.
So we are going to depend. Come on, tell me how stupid this is, caller. We are going to do so and have food security depending on another country. So what happens when the government in that country changes and our country does not have that sort of a relationship with the government that's in office? Food security gone down the chute, you know. Not even out the window, because out the window it might go up. Somebody might get it, but it's going to go down the chute. That doesn't make sense. I don't believe you heard that, man. No, I believe you.
Well, I tell you what, that's just one of the whole thing that the Prime Minister injects into agriculture. You know, when he talks about the thing to go and pick the fruits and all that sort of thing. You know, certain things that are impossible and don't make sense, but he always bring it to the fore. All right, I raised that to basically get the feedback, because it's something that he said that Grenada is about to explore. You know, so anyhow, gentlemen, have a good morning and wonderful program.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Good. But Doc, does that make sense?
It doesn't make an iota of sense, no. I want to believe the listener may have misheard something, misinterpreted something. But
we have to give the Prime Minister the benefit of the doubt, because he can't be that.
And we want our government to succeed too, you know. Because if he succeeds, we all succeed as a nation.
But how could he?
Well, not only that. I mean, why would you entertain such a thought when you have wasting fruits and vegetables in your own soil here? It doesn't make sense, you know. So I think in that thought,
the person may.
Nonetheless, the long and short is we are in a position to make a difference in terms of adding value to most of the fruits and vegetables we have here, and we are failing to do it deliberately.
Look at another caller. Morning.
Good morning, Andre.
Yeah.
Morning, boss.
Morning, good morning.
Yeah. As we are on that topic, my mind always flash back on that nutmeg plant, that nutmeg thing we have in St. Andrews. Why is it the Nutmeg Association cannot control that nutmeg plant? So, farmer will go back and plant nutmeg again. But let me hear Dr. Antoine thoughts on that.
Okay, then, great. Dr. Antoine, he wants to know, and that is something I know you went after again, and you weren't successful. That is the
nutmeg
oil
plant.
Distillation
Plant in
plant here.
Yeah. It's a facility at its current stage will need quite some renovation and repairs. In part because it was stripped of its electrical cords over the years. Some components decayed and rusted out. But there are some useful components in there, you know, equipment that's stainless steel equipment that can be used and cleaned up and used for processing the oil. That facility closed in 2009, shortly before I got here, or just around the time I was getting here. And strangely enough, that same period was when we had some delegation from Europe visiting with the GCNA, putting together a long-term strategic development plan for the nutmeg industry, you know? And it never included processing the oil. It only talked about increasing the production of nutmeg and maize, of course. And I use the word maize deliberately, you know. I was pretty upset to learn that we have to be dependent on a foreign European agency or group to come and put together a strategic development plan for nutmeg sector. Made no sense to me. But then when upon reflection, I've come to realize the people who were managing the board, the association then, must have had some high degree of incompetence.
Speaker of the House?
No, he came in after.
Oh, he
came in after, yeah. Of course, that's another story that illustrates gross incompetence, you know.
So you're saying he...
Well, the previous chairman and the board,
and this one,
and his board.
Who's the chairman of the board now?
I think it's some George from Hermitage area. I think the last person I heard of. teacher used to teach.
Wayne
George, yes, Wayne George.
He's the chairman of the board?
I think.
my
I don't know if it's changed in the last election general meeting, but the long and short is that facility has the potential of being repaired, renovated. And if I was the Prime Minister of this country, I'll instruct the GCNA to immediately clean up the facility and have it running within the next 12 months. Let me just tell you why. Let me tell you why. The nutmeg and cocoa sectors are in decline, specifically after the Beryl hurricane, when most farmers felt so devastated, so oppressed, that many of them had decided, no, I'm not going back into those long-term crops, right? And so in order to revive the industry, we have to have a great amount of incentive for the farmers to go back and replant and rebuild those two sectors. And remember, those sectors have high potential in terms of value adding as well. And so if you have the nutmeg oil plant functioning just as we have the cocoa facility down in Victoria, and if we're in a position to be able to beef up the operations and the quality of the produce coming from the two facilities, assuming the nutmeg oil plant is working, that by its very nature would be an incentive for our farmers to get back into the field and boost their production. But you also have to couple that with a much better, higher price for our farmers as an incentive for them to go back to farming in the nutmeg and cocoa. Failing to do that, ultimately the nutmeg and cocoa sectors will just go into decline, you know, the way of the sugar industry, right? So the facility in Marley does have some potential, but it requires quite some reinvestment and work prior to getting it up and operating.
I hope that they do. I'm speaking to the facility now. I hope that they do, because this is something that I don't think ever happened before. On the board, as you say, it might mean that Wayne George is the chairman of the board.
I think.
Yeah, that could be. But also Mr. Marvin Andel is a director on the board. And so Marvin Andel is from St. Patrick's too. This is the first time we've ever had two members of the board, I believe, from St. Patrick. So they should work on the thing.
Andre, for us to seriously transform our agriculture sector, we need to have a comprehensive development farm plan for the entire country. Nutmeg and cocoa should be part of that because these are established traditional crop. However, in recent time, our history has demonstrated very clearly that even sometimes, even though you have those factories, like you have many different cocoa processing units around the place making chocolate, not necessarily means that your farmer is going to get higher price for the commodity. And unless, and I want to chide him with, side with dark, unless we don't pay our farmers more, unless we don't make money becomes an incentive for farmers, those crops going to continue to diminish in terms of production, like we see happening, Cocoa, growing cocoa normally and selling it like that is an unprofitable venture, You don't make money out of cocoa except you have large acreage.
And even so.
And even having large acreage,
doesn't solve the problem.
It doesn't solve the problem. You still need to process it and add value to that and ensure that, in fact, if you notice, those entities that are making, relatively, sizable profit is those entities who have cocoa and set up the little factory and making the chocolate for themselves. Yeah. But every farmer cannot do it. So here is where the government comes in to ensure that whatever, the state involved in need to be profitable, need to be ventures that make sense, and ensure that money are filtered back to the farmers. That's the only way you're going to have production, increasing production,
Yeah.
I've got a caller here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Mr. Antoine just come in, so I didn't say good morning to you.
Good morning, comrade.
A lot of sense being made there, a lot of sense. But are we going to see those sense into production? We just heard about that board, the marketing board. The Prime Minister said that the reason why they kept back, the matter is kept back now, is that they didn't have a proper financial statements. When the same Prime Minister told us that the board was in debt of to farmers of $15 million. How you know that? How did they know that? You understand? So where are we going? If as you're just saying, if we can revitalize cocoa and nutmeg back as a crop, what you doing with the acres of land that you have in cocoa and nutmeg? What are we doing with it? Douglaston Estate had over 300 acres of banana, and we had certainly over 60, 70 acres of cocoa. In Victoria, P.G. Austin Estate had over 30 acres of cocoa. I'm sure you can get 2 acres of cocoa there now. I mean, who knows Bocage would tell you about it. And if you go wrong, all the estate that was producing cocoa, producing less cocoa. I think I heard somebody say that the factory they only operating the factory in Moncton, no, and not the one in Diamond.
I don't know.
Okay. So where are we? What you have a chance to develop back this permanent crop, cocoa, nutmeg. I see nutmegs and tree almost touching the ground, you know. Because what happened? They both take out 50 cents and the cost of nutmeg. They got paid to the farmers. Now, where is the incentive for farmers?
Clifford, before you go ahead, and you don't have to prolong this so long. 8-10 years ago, nutmeg used to be $4-5 a pound, you know.
Yeah.
And then you find 10 years later, it comes to $3 a pound, you know. Who you expect to go and farm? Or who you telling to go and farm?
I remember a gentleman who was a supervisor of Annalil Estate, and a lot of you all will know him. Francis, St. Francis. When they was talking about bringing nutmeg price to $5, he said no. He said for that they go thief too much nutmeg. A man that was managing estate, you know, Annadale Estate, St. Francis. So you see, when you have people thinking this kind of way, where are you going?
Well, not just thinking that way. If you have 1946 ordinance that you're running your institution by in 2025, it tells me something wrong with you, you know.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to make no change. Clifford, part of the problem is the way we establish those boards. You go rum shop and campaign and you get 6 farmers, and then government fine, you have 3 little people who don't have nothing to go buy, so they give them a little thing on the side because, you know, during the campaign they're jumping up for them, and those are the people that have to go and make decisions on behalf of the country. All politician, that is part of the problem too.
I know, Mr. Butcher, I know farmers that was on the board. When anything comes for the benefit of farmers, they want to be forced in it.
So what you going there for? Not to be forced in it?
No, not to be forced. You have to be last. No, I am serious.
Any incentive for farmers, anything as okay, we pay to work farmers land. They want to be forced in it.
No, could I just chime in here a bit?
Yes.
I don't fully agree that the ordinance is the problem here, because there are a few things in the ordinance that can be tweaked. I think the major problem facing the two sectors, nutmeg and cocoa, are basically leadership and management. Leadership and management is in essence lacking from both boards, and a high degree of incompetence. So when you have incompetent people running an organization, we expect not good quality results, right?
But 99 times the same board, the same people, farmers, putting back the same
right.
incompetent people.
So here's where you and I need to educate our farmers so that they understand that change comes about if you change the quality of the leadership people and you hold them accountable. You cannot have a leadership that is not accountable to you, you know. Because if they're not accountable to you, that means that they could do whatever they want and result that can ultimately result in failure, which is what we've been experiencing for the last 15, 20 years.
Production is dropping.
Production is growing, price is not going anywhere, farmers are frustrated.
There's no way it's showing any sign of developing. I don't know how much cocoa plants will be processed in a year. No, but I could tell you cocoa production is dropping.
The one thing I want to add here, though, comrades, is I think we're at a point in time in our economic development where the government, the state needs to intervene in an active way to lead the industrialization of Grenada. You have to lead in the investment and development of the economic sector. You can't just depend on and talk about foreign investors coming in, because first of all, any foreign investor coming in comes in to serve his personal interest and not the interest of the Ghanaian people.
Make money.
Of course.
Precisely. As opposed to the state intervening and leading the process, would be doing it or should be doing it in the interest of our people.
As opposed to doing so and ensure that Francis and Twine gets a foot in so that he will, because he ain't going to, except you with him up in Brush Grove.
Well, yes, that's true. I'm right here. And
you're right here.
I'm committed to being here. But
you see, we have shown our commitment. Why do you think we're here?
Yes.
But Doc, you know, if you let illogical things occur over a period of time, it becomes a pattern.
Yes.
That's what is happening, you know. We let things that is not logical. Yes, we let incompetence flourish for such a long time that it just becomes a pattern. We let mismanagement occur for such a long time that no, it's just like the order of the day. You can't develop that way, Doc. In fact, some people will tell you the best time to make changes is when things going good, you know. You can't wait for it to go bad, you know. When you start to go bad, you're too late already.
Let's stay from this caller. Good morning.
Yes, let me end by saying that what Mr. Antoine just said, I think is the best advice right now, that government have to hold the bull by the horn and make sure that the lands that can produce cocoa and nutmeg get back under cultivation.
Right.
And if that is not done, our agriculture preaching would be doomed.
Thanks, bro. 13 minutes before the top 10 o'clock. And I dare say the whole aspect of gardener and farmer did us well this morning. And the fact that you showed up a couple of our politicians and how they can be. Yeah, you did show up. You did say what Peter David did to you. It's not me that said you that said.
I said it, yes.
Yeah, you said what Peter David did, and we know what happened. We know what Minister Adrian Thomas did, and we know what's his name?
Parliament Speaker of the House. He's showing incompetence.
He's seeing the incompetence.
Yeah. Let
me just say this, and this is rather interesting. There's somebody who is calling, and I tell that person not to call. They still call it, and that person had a belly. And I was just watching that person call there, and I'm not taking that call. Yes, you were saying something?
Yeah, I think we ultimately will reach a point of no return sooner than later if we don't hold the situation as it is and begin to turn it around. And that requires some strong leadership, right? Mm-hmm. And some strong, competent technical personnel to work with the state in order to reverse the situation that we're currently in. Because if we allow it to continue within the next 2-3 election cycles, we wouldn't have an agricultural sector that we now know as we know it today. And that has to be reversed if Grenada is going to survive as a sovereign state.
How many estates do we have?
I know the government's supposed to be about 37 estates. 37.
How many estates the government
altogether?
have
I think they're about 37.
Right now?
I think that's the last figure I saw some time ago.
Now?
Wrong.
Government probably only have 3 estates now.
Why is it
functioning?
Functional.
Yeah. But I think they own quite a number of estates that are just there.
You mean besides Montrule and
they had
which
one
other
in
The Granbra and
they have
and the one in St. David?
They have one up in that they had rented for some Trinidad people
Bellevue.
up in Bellevue.
Yeah.
And I think they have one in Carrico. That's about it.
No, they have more government estates that have not been.
You walk in, not functional.
Not functioning,
right.
yeah.
Probably
yeah.
there are a lot of
Yeah.
lands.
So
Crown lands
we
about the place.
have a lot of crown lands available in place that we
Yeah.
can
Not
use and get into agricultural production.
Yeah, but you need a plan for that, just getting.
Well, as BJ was saying just now.
The other part of it is people just squatting many of those pieces of land too. A lot of squatters have been using up valuable agricultural lands over the years, which once squatted tend to be lost for agriculture. The situation is not hopeless as it is right now. The challenge is for bold action on behalf of the Grenadian people that needs to be taken by the state, by the government, to bring about the change. The problem with the government as it stands is that it surrounds itself with quite a number of incompetent personnel who are claimed to be, who act as advisors. You can't bring in failed personnel from outside to come and advise the state on matters of national interest. I mean, it doesn't make sense, People who have failed in the various, aspects of enterprise and endeavor, you cannot expect them to make the best contribution towards national development. And that's where we are,
I have to ask this question of you two gentlemen because you guys are a lot more learned than I am. How do you respond to someone who would have traveled many years ago, went to the developed countries, went outside in what they call it the diaspora, and then you see that person would have spent like 20, 30 years out in the diaspora, and then you see that person coming back and picking up a prominent job in this country. How do you respond to that, Dr. Antoine?
I personally would describe it as, your friend would describe it, pimping off the state.
Pimping off the state.
Yeah. In other words, you come just to sponge off the government. Why don't you come back and initiate the process of investment in manufacturing or some enterprise that creates jobs using your personal skills, knowledge, and resources instead of depending on the government to give you a salary?
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Well, that's what it is, but that's what it shouldn't be. You should come back prepared to make a contribution towards Grenada's national economic and social development. So going and work for the government is in essence pimping off the state as opposed to coming to create jobs and create enterprises and help in the national development of our society. So my perspective is that such individuals should not be encouraged, except if they come back as technical personnel to assist in developing the economic sector.
But it shouldn't be pimping off the state.
They should not be pimping off the state.
BJ, how do you respond to that?
Preamble, before I respond, if, and no apologies for that, if somebody gets involved in politics in Grenada, and in 5 years they become a millionaire without having their own business, before they get into politics, they are nothing but a thief. To your question now, if somebody has spent 30 years abroad and been working, and that more or less put you in a position to get pension, so to speak, if you work that quantity of time abroad and stuff. And if you was to come back home and take a job that a Grenadian could do, it tells me that you're a fraud.
Yeah. I agree with that principle. And
So pimping up the state and fraud.
And by the way, Andre, the people coming back generally should have some type of technical skills and know-how to assist in our development.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense you spend 20, 25, 30 years out there and you don't have a technical skill that you could use to help create jobs and enterprise and industry here in Grenada. to come back simply because you want to get into politics, as BJ said, I think is more indicative of personal aggrandizement and corruption, if you ask me, than wanting to make a difference for Grenada. And we've seen it happen over and over the years, where individuals come back. And I'm not sure sometimes if they actually have the technical skill that they claim to have. A lot of them go across there, spend 25, 30 years, and they lie about themselves, come back and they tell you I have A, B, and C. And then when you investigate their resume, you realize they're lying, I know one technical consultant to the government currently who lied on his resume to the government. But he's still there as a consultant. I'm telling you. He lied on his resume to the minister.
Glenn Noel lied and he ended up being a senator.
Not Glenn Noel.
I'm just telling you, he lied and he ended up being a senator. That was before. Okay. He's not an ambassador, so. Yeah.
So if lying gets you there, why not?
Lying gets you there. Yes.
Well, and lying is, at the end of it, is a basic point of corruption,
Exactly.
The point at which corruption begins,
And it's
so you see that's where corruption starts.
That's where it begins. You begin to lie. Once you start lying, then you have other malintentions.
Andre, you have people who tell lies and then they get corrupt. Those corruption don't spell with a C, it's spelled with a K. That corruption spells with a K. It's complicated than you think.
DJ, final words from you this morning.
All is not lost.
All is not lost.
And Doc, happy to see you here this morning, Andre. Enjoy the program. And to all the listeners outside there, I want to tell you that, stay focused, keep the flag flying. Grenada is the nicest place in the world still.
Dr. Antoine.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity one more time, Andre and BJ, for being on the panel here with you guys this morning. Yes, and I apologize for my long absence, but I'm glad to be back here with our audience.
I'm happy to have
and
you.
thank you for listening on our program. And I trust, yes, all is not lost. There is still hope, but we cannot let 2 additional election cycles pass and we don't rescue and rectify the problem of the decay of our agricultural sector, which ultimately must be organically linked with the industrialization of Grenada's economy. We need to get into the processing and adding value to all of our agricultural produce and traditional crops and fauna and flora.
Dr. Antoine, Bertrand John, I thank you guys so very much for being a part and making this program special this morning. And here's hoping we can do same next Thursday, God's willing. Goodbye, God bless you, and take care.
God bless you, Andre.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, Agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Hello and welcome back. I am your presenter, Kira Gunpot. The Grenada Tourism Authority GTA has announced a 3-day immersive strategic session aimed at preparing stakeholders in Carriacou and PT Martinique for the 2025-2026 tourism season. The initiative seeks to strengthen brand positioning, refine destination messaging, and outline the GTA's strategic priorities for 2026 and beyond as part of efforts to enhance the visitor experience and promote sustainable tourism growth across the Sister Isles. In the region in Guyana, amid announcements of further support for rice farmers and fisherfolk, President Dr. Irfan Ali on Wednesday confirmed that cash grants for households and various vulnerable groups will be announced before the end of this year.
I'm going to announce before the end of the year